This year's Term 3 syllabus has covered development. So our assignment this term was to research any type of development, and my partner and I chose social development. Social development is all about social issues such as respecting human rights, equality and fairness. Unfortunately, a country's history such as apartheid can affect development. South Africa's history encouraged racism and inequality, and to show you how it distorted social development, I'm going to ask my nanny Celia and my mom Bernine a few questions. Hey mommy, how old are you?
I'm 48.
And what is your name?
I'm Bernine Field.
Okay. What was it like for you growing up during apartheid?
I didn't really notice that it was any different to anybody else's childhood. Obviously to me everything felt perfectly normal, and I think I had a perfectly normal and average upbringing. It was a happy, easy childhood.
Okay. And how did your parents feel about you mixing with children of other races?
It never really came to a talking subject. So I went to a school which obviously only had white children, even though it wasn't a conscious thing in my mind that there were only white children. So I only mixed with white kids. I didn't know any black kids. My brother went to a private school and he had black friends, and those friends came home with him. It didn't feel any different to us. My parents didn't treat his friends any differently to the way they treated mine.
Okay. And did apartheid have any impact on your ability to find a job?
I didn't know it at the time, so at the time I didn't even think about it, but now that I look backwards, I do see that it was easy for me to find a job. I left school and got a job with a bank, Standard Bank at the time, and I didn't have any qualifications, and I did at the time remember thinking, gee, it's easy to get a job. And only now that I see how difficult it is for youngsters to get jobs do I realize that the lack of competition did actually mean something.
Alright. And now, in your opinion, is South Africa a better place today than now that we're all one rainbow nation?
I think so. I really do believe so. Obviously, when it came to the 80s, when I was, say, your age, and I became socially conscious and maybe morally conscious about what was going on also, I wasn't exposed to the errors and to the differences. So yes, when we became aware of the problems and they started highlighting themselves in our own lives, and I can see the difference of my childhood to the way my children have been raised, definitely I love the fact that they're mixing with all different types of people.
Thank you, Mama.
So yes, pleasure.
Hey, Nanny, what is your name?
Celia Lathiwe Mkondo.
And how old are you?
47.
Alrighty, question number 1. What was it like for you growing up during apartheid?
It was hard
Why?
because you didn't access to anything, you know. During apartheid, you couldn't go in a shop and buy and pick up things by yourself. You have to stand on the counter and ask from the shop owner, and they can give you old things and you won't complain, because if you complain, you'll be punished for that.
Okay. And how did your parents feel about you mixing with children of other races?
They wouldn't like it because they think like they're giving you bad influence.
Okay. And did apartheid have any impact on your ability to find a job?
Yes. Because you have to work in the farms, you have to go to Johannesburg, or you have to go to cities to find like a proper job, a better job, because in the rural areas there is nothing except working in the farm.
Okay. And in your opinion, is South Africa a better place now that we're integrated?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Nana.
Okay.
In conclusion, it is evident that apartheid played a major role in South Africa's social development.